Portable gaming versus console gaming. Which one is the better of the two? Which one do you prefer? Are you more of a mobile guy? Or, do you like to sit down on the couch and do a nice little bit of gaming? Put in a couple of hours into it. What is up, you guys? Welcome to the collective. My name is Furman, and in this video, we are going to be putting those two head to head. We are talking about which is better. Or more so, which one is your preference? Are you more into portable gaming, or are you more of a home console type of guy? But before we get started, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content just like this. Alright, without any further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so growing up in the 90s, obviously, it was really the rise of gaming. That's when we had the massive explosion. Yes, the Nintendo, the NES did its job. It did a really good job of making games come back, have a resurgence. But, it really didn't solidify itself until we got the Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis, in my opinion. So ever since then, we've been playing and we've had all sorts of different types of games and stuff like that. And we've had amazing games. But then Nintendo decided to drop a Game Boy. And when that happened, my mind was blown. Now, that was a rough, brief history, okay? I'm not giving dates. Dates aren't exactly 100% accurate. That is not the point of this video. The point of it is, honestly, I kind of consider myself more of a portable console gamer.
You what?
And yes, just like I just finished saying, we had the Super Nintendo, we had the Nintendo 64, the PlayStation. We were just surrounded and bombarded by awesome games. But there was just something special about being able to take your game, put it in your pocket, and then just take it with you. I mean, some of the most incredible memories I have of gaming are, things that are super simple, like me playing Pokemon Red for the first time ever. Me getting my Game Boy Color, being able to play Pokemon Red, and just seeing that I became absolutely addicted. I mean, oh my goodness, it was amazing. And then they give us the Game Boy Advance, which literally brought console quality gaming to the palm of your hand. And you could just take it anywhere. Yes, they literally started porting Super Nintendo games because essentially what the Game Boy Advance was literally a portable Super Nintendo. They started porting all sorts of games. One of my favorites was obviously the Link to the Past. Funny story, a little caveat here. We actually had a Link to the Past on the Super Nintendo, but because of the cartridge being faulty, it would basically erase our save file, so we never actually got to beat it. But when I got it for the Game Boy Advance, I was actually able to beat it all the way through. And it was amazing, and I loved it. And it's one of my favorite Zelda games of all time. And it was on the Game Boy Advance, which is insane. And on top of that, it didn't just come with that. It came with Four Swords Adventure, which was like a baby version of the actual game that they ended up releasing on the GameCube. And you could literally link up with your friends and buddies, if you had them, and play this co-op or 4-player puzzle solving game. It was amazing. Then on top of that, we got games like Golden Sun, which was an amazing game, and Nintendo really needs to either remake it or bring it back. Quit wasting our time. Get it done. Mega Man obviously went insane mode when it comes to the Game Boy Advance. We got the Mega Man Zero series, and then on top of that, we also got Mega Man Battle Network, which is one of the most goated RPGs of all time. I absolutely love this thing. And the fact that we got the collection on the Nintendo Switch, thank you, Capcom. You might be stupid sometimes, but hey, sometimes you get it right. Just like Nintendo. Then right after that, we got the Nintendo DS. And the DS is my favorite console of all time. When I say DS, I really mean DS to 3DS, because the 3DS is really an extension of the DS. This console was absolutely amazing. We got Super Mario 64 on the DS, and it looked better-ish, I think. But it was fun. Absolutely hated the fact that they started you off playing Yoshi, but it was a great game. It was an amazing game, and that was just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the DS. The DS got so many good games. I mean, we got the best Pokemon games. Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Black and White 2. I mean, we were just bombarded with good games on it. We also got another Golden Sun, which wasn't as good, but it doesn't matter. We got Chrono Trigger, guys. We got Chrono Trigger on the DS. Unbelievable. And you know, obviously one of the best games on the DS library is Mario Kart DS, which was amazing. For one, it brought you the Waluigi pinball stage, which is one of the best ones, and it was the first Mario game to let you play online, I think. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I spent countless hours, and you know, we didn't have internet back then, so I ended up having to steal the neighbor's internet a lot. But I spent countless hours playing online, and it is just unbelievable. And the same thing with the 3DS too. The 3DS is one of the best consoles ever made. It is amazing. I can literally gush about it to the point where you guys will probably get sick of hearing me talk about this over and over again. But I love the 3DS. I love everything about it. The form factor, the 3D was awesome, although I didn't use it very much because, you know, my eyes, it kind of hurts a little. The games were amazing. I mean, it got so many good games. And it did have a rocky start at first. I'm not going to lie. I will say that. You know, we got to be honest. But it made up for it with the amount of special editions that we got. The games, like I just mentioned. I mean, we got themes. We got Mii's and street passes. There were so many good things about it that just made it a fun console. It made it so you always wanted to bring it with you. And you know, thinking back about it now, it does make me a little sad that we're over that. And you know, Nintendo hasn't brought that. You would have thought that they bring it to the Switch, but they haven't done that. So whatever. So yeah, I have so many good memories when it comes to portable gaming. And you know, that's not to say that console gaming, I don't have that many there. I do. Like, there is just so many good games. I mean, we're talking The Last of Us 1 and 2. Okay, get over it. That was a good game. We're talking Uncharted, God of War, Kingdom Hearts, most of them, Super Mario RPG. I mean, the list just goes on and on. Mario Kart 8, I mean, Earthbound, for Christ's sakes. There's so many good games on console. But honestly, if I had to choose, if I had to pick either or, you know, if this is a desert island scenario and it's either you get every single portable game and console or every single home console and that is all you can play for the rest of your life, honestly, if you would have asked me like 10 years ago, I would have probably said home console. But now the lines are starting to get really blurry. We have come to the point where thanks to the Nintendo Switch, we are getting literally home console level gaming on the go. The first year that I had my Switch, I didn't even dock it once other than to charge it. That is the only time it was on its dock. And look at the games that we've gotten on the Switch throughout the years. I mean, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Mario Kart 8, Super Mario Odyssey, just to name a few. Those games are incredible. But guess what? Because of the fact that the Switch is a hybrid console, you can take it with you. So it's really the best of both worlds. And that's the same thing with the Steam Deck too. The Steam Deck is a little bit more powerful than the Switch, so it can just do a lot more. And a lot of that console quality is really, really there. It really shines on it with the horsepower that it has. I mean, there is nothing better than being able to play Kingdom Hearts on the Steam Deck and run that beast 90 frames per second. The Switch cannot do that. It probably can't even do, they could probably do 30 frames, but you know. Clearly, apparently, it can't do it at all because it's a cloud game. Gross. But yes, this is like one of the hardest topics to talk about because it's such a hard thing to answer. Like, there is something special about being able to sit down on your couch and, you know, pop in a game and just play it and have one of the strongest consoles out right now, which is, you know, the PS5 or the Xbox Series X. You know, they're both amazing. And just have these games that just look absolutely gorgeous, that play amazing, and they are just at the peak top of their game. But when it comes down to it, for me, especially because of the fact that I have kids and I live a pretty busy life, it is just a lot easier to pick up a Nintendo Switch or a Steam Deck or a 3DS or an Ambernick and just put in a couple hours of whatever it is that I'm playing at the moment. And if I need to get up at a certain point, I can just hit the power button and put it on standby, and that helps so much. That's why I love being able to play portably. Obviously the earlier consoles didn't necessarily have that, Game Boy Advance, they didn't really have that. But in the DS era and beyond, we've been able to do this thing, and that helps so much. So much. And for that reason and that reason alone, I'm saying that literally at heart, I'm a portable console gamer for life. Right, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. And honestly, I want to hear from you guys. Let me know in the comments section whether you prefer home consoles or whether you're like me. You are of the tribe of put that thing on standby and get up out of here, aka portable gaming. And as always, guys, do not forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content just like this. Oh, and I also want to thank you guys because we are on track. We're actually ahead of schedule when it comes to hitting that 3,000 subscriber mark this year. We're a month ahead, which is insane. Like, I basically calculated how many subscribers we need to have each month in order to hit that 3,000 this year, and we're ahead of schedule by a whole month. That is unreal. Alright, guys, and as always, we will see you guys on the next video. Peace! Come on, guys. Are you seriously gonna tell me that you wouldn't want to walk around with Darkrai? You'd rather play a home console than, be in the wilderness and walk around with a Darkrai? Come on, guys. Don't lie to yourself. Don't do that. Don't do that to Darkrai. Don't lie.